So I'm here today with the amazing hairstylist, Eugene Souleiman. Today we're going to talk about what makes hair modern.
Aha. The thing that makes kind of like hair more modern now really is that there being kind of more relaxed, kind of broken kind of quality to it. It can still look really luxurious and gorgeous and sexy, but it doesn't have to look so kind of pristine and perfect. I think the thing about today and a lot of modern styles that we're doing have this kind of more of an ease to them. They feel more effortless even though they've been worked.
So how would a girl on the street like recreate that look herself?
I mean, I think for me it's really about starting off with a really great base, cleansing your hair with a really good shampoo, taking care of it, you know, conditioning it, mask once a week. Then really it's about like the kind of like the perfect blow dry with you know, like really very fresh, beautifully conditioned quality of hair that gives you a natural shine. Then I think afterwards, I think it's really about using another product just to break up your hairstyle so it still feels fresh and clean, but there's an element of, I guess, imperfection to it, which I find is always a really beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know, something that kind of has this kind of like effortless, kind of natural, kind of sexy, sensual, rich texture to it is like really wonderful.
I feel partings are very important at the moment, aren't they? Like a definitive parting can really change your look. Like if I wore my hair well over to one side, I would feel probably a lot more glamorous
and sophisticated,
yeah.
right? If you wear your hair in the centre, it feels younger and looser, and there's more of a bohemian kind of feeling to it.
Yeah.
If you
Bardo or whatever you're looking
like
to,
a semi-part, you know, partings always play a very big part in styling hair because they really work with the shape of your head and how gravity affects it. So you know, like for instance, I always try to work, if I'm doing hair that's kind of, I guess, kind of sexier, I always try to work with what someone's hair wants to do naturally. Yeah. Like I'll brush it back and see where it falls and kind of work with that.
And do you think there's an element of that, like, I know you were talking about the Missoni show where they had sort of quite, I think they had sort of these big sort of coats that were almost not swing coats, but sort of had sort of boxy sort of in shape. Do you think it's quite a bit about balance as well? Like, that's a big shape, therefore I should go smaller on top because loads of hair and loads. You know, you should balance it with your clothes, your hair.
You're totally right there, because I think restricting an area or creating more volume or reducing volume depends on the silhouette of the clothes that the designer's really made. Like obviously, a couple of seasons ago, Stella McCartney did these like oversized men's suits. Yeah. And I was like, she was like, well, you know, we're thinking of putting the hair down and it being better. And I was like, no, you really don't want to do that. Really, what we need to do is we need to make the head even smaller. Yeah. To make the clothes even bigger. So your point of view is really understood. This is exactly what you're saying. And she went, you're totally right.
Yeah, the focus is there, not there.
You know, and now it's really not about things that match. Now it's really about things that don't match, that make the look more stylish or make the person look more interesting. Fashion and style have met. Yeah. Right? Because I think a lot of designers have been really influenced by people's personal style.
Okay, and finally, what, in keeping with all this slightly undone feel, what would I do to my hair to?
What would you do to your hair?
What can I do to do that undone look?
I would just put your head upside down and just spray a little bit of ocean spritz in it and just shake it and just let it live.
And that's it?
Yeah, I think there's a time, right?
Or twist it up in a bun?
You could twist it up in a bun, which would give you a bit more of a wave, would give you that kind of like Kate Moss kind of texture. Yeah. But I suppose every girl wants to look like Kate Moss, and every guy wants their girl to look like Kate Moss.
Yeah, she needs to cut her hair off something, then everyone else will do it, won't they?
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that actually. I dry my hair sometimes then put it up in a bun
and it's
and
great,
let it
isn't
down.
it? And you get a wave in your
You get a
hair, but you
wave.
don't get a wave that feels like it's been tongued.
Yeah.
It feels very natural, right?
Yeah.
And more relaxed, because
Yeah.
it's not like round and kind of bouncy.
Yeah.
It's more of a kind of like softer, kind of
Yes.
looser, kind of flatter wave.
Yeah. So I'm doing the right thing.
You're totally doing the right thing. You're not putting the wrong foot forward.
Yeah. Thanks, Eugene.
You're really welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.